What's going on? It's your boy JP, Good Pizza. We reporting live from Spannabis 2025. Come on inside, let's go check it out.
Good evening, this is JP from Good Pizza. Start again, JP.
What's going on, everybody? We're reporting live. Spannabis 2025, Good Pizza. I'm with my brother Ahmed right here.
Hey, nice to meet you,
from
bro.
Pure Sativa. Nice to meet you, my brother.
Nice to meet you, man.
Thanks for having us, man. Tell us a little bit about, what you guys are doing here at Spannabis, a little bit about your company and a little bit of the history, man. Hit me with it.
Pure Sativa, we've been around for around 25 years now.
Nice.
I just done this as a hobby, grew it into a nice little business.
Yeah, man.
My most important thing, what I do is try and find the best genetics, best seed banks to work with, best brands, and slowly keep building it in this especially competitive market.
Love it, bro.
And that's what we do, and we just distribute around the world. UK is our biggest market, and just keep trying to do the best we can in this with you guys.
Bro. Nice. And you guys are based in the UK, right?
We're based in the UK, and we try and do a bit everywhere where we can.
No doubt, no doubt. Yeah, this market is such a big market. Like, you guys have so many different countries in your vicinity, man. Like, it's so different than the States, bro. Like, how you guys move out here, like, this whole trip has really just expanded my mind to like the possibilities you could do with a company like yours worldwide. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The key really for me is to try and cherry pick all the best products I like. That's how I've always run my business. I'm not here to just sell hundreds of seed banks.
Sure.
It's got to be quality. It's got to be what I really love.
That's right.
And it's my passion. So it's not just about money. So it's just really trying to get the good people together.
Yeah.
Which is, it's kind of working out.
Yeah. Yeah. No, so I hear.
Yeah.
So I hear.
Lovely, man.
It's one of the biggest distributors in the UK.
2025. So
I know,
we
right?
got to smash this one.
Yeah, man.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's a fact, bro.
Yeah.
That's a fact. So, I look forward to you either coming to the States or
for sure.
Or I come back, man. We'll do an official interview. Get the real story out there. You know what I'm saying? This is one of the biggest distributors in the UK, man. He's being real humble right now. You know what I'm saying?
No, not at all, man. Just do our work. Do the best work.
No doubt. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you, man. And thank you for what you do.
No doubt, man. It's a pleasure, man.
Thank you.
Pleasure. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. What's up, guys? It's your boy JP, Good Pizza, reporting live from Spannabis 2025. I'm here with the lovely Daniela from Mills. Danielle, how are you doing today?
I'm very good, thank you.
Good to see you.
Yeah, it's great to be here. And besides the weather, we are enjoying ourselves here at Spannabis. Yes,
that's right.
For sure.
Do me a favor, tell us a little bit about Mills, where you guys come from, a little history about the company, and why your nutrients is so good for the home growers and the commercial growers.
Well, like around 15 years ago, the owner started he thought it could be easier to grow cannabis. Okay. So he came up with an idea like 5 bottles for a full grow. So he really started with the bottles under his arm, going to expos like, I have got real good nutrients for your cannabis, really easy to use, focusing on the home growers. And it became a success because it really worked, and it's very easy to use. So it went big overseas in the US, grew very fast in the UK as well, in Europe also. So we have the mineral line, mineral organic line I have to say, and we have an organic line. And it's doing very good with the home growers, but also we do now the large LPs, the bigger facilities. And we're doing good. We're very happy with it. Yeah.
Love it.
Sure,
Love
yeah.
it. And where are you from?
I'm from Holland.
Nice.
Mills is a Dutch brand. Our products are also made in Holland. Everything is Dutch. Yeah, so we're proud of that as well. Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
A lot of my homies back in the States use Mills.
We love to hear that.
And
we love
I
our
heard
fans.
that Mills pays the bills, baby.
That's what we do. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Well, thank you so much for taking your time and talking with us.
Thank you.
Have a great show.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll see y'all soon, man.
Thanks,
Peace, love,
guys.
good pizza. Shout out to Mills.
Okay.
Awesome, man. Well, I'm stoked. We've caught up with a lot of people, but absolute legend and a friend that lives right down the street from me. The man, the myth, the legend, Dan.
He's talking about Jack.
Well, no, because honestly, you're carrying on. Yes, Jack, your dad was definitely absolute legend. The Emperor, all the history of it. But man, you've been carrying it on. I mean, you really have been keeping it relevant, been keeping it active, and there's just so much respect around it. We just saw a guy with a tattoo in the backpack that he's taken around the world. But for those that don't know, talk about a little bit of the history.
Well, For those who know my father as genetic, it was an honorary naming of this plant because of who my father was and what he represented and how he helped to change the world and how he helped to inspire other people to find their voice and to be able to stand up and to advocate for the legalization of cannabis. And 40 years of his life, virtually every day, was to the betterment of all mankind, not just those in the San Fernando Valley where our legalization story started, but to anybody and everybody across the U.S. and across the world who were oppressed by the fabricated laws against this most useful plant as being the most dangerous plant.
Right.
And his voice to change that narrative. My father, in a sense, he was like the Pied Piper of cannabis.
Very much so.
He stood up, he spoke, people listened, they heard him, and they found a new path that really changed so many lives and gave us an opportunity to create a new reality for ourselves. And that has turned into things like Spannabis, MJ BizCon, Emerald Cup,
Canafest, and all that. The whole movement.
I find my father's energy in every place that I go around the world because everywhere I go, my father's name precedes me. My father's energy was there already. And when I go to these different places and people come up and tell me stories of things that my father did that I had no understanding of until after he was passed. And that energy just keeps coming back in wave after wave after wave, from stories to opportunities. And, I come to these events and I'm inspired every day because I know that my father, in some part, small or large, was the catalyst for everybody finding a pathway in cannabis to take care of their families, to take care of their communities, to take care, of this planet and this plant, and really be incredibly ingenious and create new products and new technologies and new ways of using it and really exploiting how beautiful this plant is.
Yeah. And to your point, because I travel the world around, we've talked about this, but the name is on every continent, but even more so, like Jack Herer, you go to a place like Amsterdam, which has been this just ever since I'm a Gen Xer, I think we're both Gen Xers, it's been something that has always been a focal point, but that name has stuck and been so strong. But then to your point, you come to Barcelona, which is another very much epicenter to our culture, to our craft, to production. A lot of the flower that's produced down here migrates north in the EU, and still the name is synonymous. Like to your point, it really has kind of enthralled itself into the culture. And again, the book is one thing, but the genetics is another, right?
This book, let's be real. This book was published in 1985. It is now 2025, and it's actually more relevant today
100%
than it was when it was first printed. It is now in Spanish, available here in Spain. It is available in Portuguese.
Yeah.
It is available in Japanese. It's available in German. It's available in English. We're working potentially on a Czech version. So the book and its message is just as powerful as what I hope the brand will represent.
Definitely.
That when people see the brand Jack Herer and see my father's signature and see my father's image on our packaging, that they realize that the brand isn't just this name. The brand is still the movement of my father's life and his and what he believed in. And that's what we all believe in, is how do we coexist in worlds where cannabis sometimes is vilified, but other times is amplified by all of the amazing things that it's a part of. And this movement that is, I hope what this brand represents and the meaning of it far exceeds what people are like, oh, I love to smoke the Jack Herer genetic. That's great. But the Jack Herer message is changing the world.
I've got Mila, the hash queen, here with me, who I'm a huge fan of, as are many, because you're an absolute legend in our community, a legend amongst legends, I should say. And obviously, you've been doing this. We were just hanging out last month in Amsterdam, going out to lunch for your birthday.
Yeah.
And talking about how it all began, I want to say in 1992, right? At the High Times Cup
that was
in
the
Amsterdam?
First. No, it must have been 93, I think.
93? Okay.
I think so.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah.
So all these years, you've been coming. One thing that is so fascinating to me, because I've only been coming for about the last decade, but you've been coming here since the start of Spannabis, right?
Yeah.
And this really was like the original expo of Europe. I know there's cups and competitions, but
You had the High Times before then
yeah,
in Amsterdam and in Switzerland. You had also already at that time.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But they already stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you feel? Is it kind of bittersweet with the end of an era? I mean, not that it's, you've probably heard they're moving it to Bilbao,
Yeah, I know.
which, has beautiful, great food and friendly people, but do you feel it's a little bittersweet coming this year?
I think they have hotel room for about 1% of the people here.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
have restaurants, maybe 5, maybe 10%. I don't know.
I'm with you.
They have 4 clubs. You imagine all these people in 4 clubs.
Yeah, that's why I kind of feel like it's a 1-2 blow. First having Mary Jane, which we look forward to having you up to Mary Jane. So excited.
Yeah,
And
I
rumors
was
of a
there last year
Dabadoo,
already.
right? Yeah. So, but I agree with you. Like already, Mary Jane kind of, surpassed them in size last year, and then for them to have to relocate due to the fairgrounds being demolished.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's just, this is something that I think we can both agree really brings the culture and the community and all the genetics together here. So,
No, it was very good. Yeah.
yeah, definitely. So how have you seen, another thing to ask, because you've lived, how long ago did you buy the home in Amsterdam? It's been decades, 40 years since you've had the home in Holland, right?
No, I lived in Holland since I was 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how have you seen the scene change? I know we're in Spain talking about, but Amsterdam, arguably just like back home in Northern California, being an epicenter in its own right. How have you seen it change there over the decades as far as the culture and the respect or appreciation for the flower?
In the time when I was growing weed, it was illegal. Today, it is still illegal. They're totally hypocritical. They allow the coffee shops for the taxes.
Yep.
And now they're very smart. Now the government is going to grow the grass.
Yep.
Because they couldn't get the taxes from the growers.
Yeah.
Because they are illegal.
Yeah. Until it crosses the threshold, right?
Yeah. I had a bank for the first 23 years of my business. I was with them. Then I get a letter one day. Oh, they're worried. The machines are being used to make hash for the Dutch coffee shops. So I wrote back, well, that's very good, because 98% of the hash for sale in the coffee shop is illegal import. It all comes from Morocco.
Yeah.
So
A
I
lot
said
from
I'm
Morocco.
trying to help the local production.
The local economy.
He threw me out the bank.
I thought that was a
replied.
clever comeback. That was a good one.
But I wrote him back, but he can't deny.
Yeah.
He's crazy to throw me out.
Yeah, very true. Very true. You always were like a tough as nails, get shit done kind of gal. Like that's what's cool is like your energy and your personality. I mean, you're sweet as can be, but also like that no BS kind of persona, which another story that I love that you told me and our mutual friend Hooter had told me before, the grow that you had in the canal in the bunker right by his flat. Like, tell us about that. I mean, because to your point, you were growing in what was an illegal, and is still technically an illegal market.
No, everything I grew then was illegal.
Yeah.
And the whole greenhouse that was illegal.
I love this, by the way. I got a bit of a plug. Absolutely gorgeous. Such a cool piece.
I'm trying to show you my, here. That was in 92.
Oh, wow. Beautiful greenhouse.
Yeah. That was illegal.
My gosh.
Everything I grew in Holland was illegal.
But the Dutch know how to grow. Those houses are so efficient.
This is me growing. I was the only person that went there.
No way.
And I, the
How many did
farmer-
you have? You had, my gosh, that's several hundred meters.
I had help with planting of the clones,
Yeah.
and then the owner of the greenhouse, he would mix the food.
And this is in 1992 that you
Yeah.
were trellising. So something to share with our viewers. This trend of actually having a trellis and having a kind of an infrastructure for the flowers to grow up through and be stable. This is something the Americans didn't pick up on until the last decade, maybe.
Oh, and I hung up all the nets.
Yeah. And those nets
Nobody
make a
else came
difference.
in, nobody else
Yeah.
came in.
My gosh. It is such a wonderful book, you guys, too. Not again to be over on the plug, but Mila, such a phenomenal book on all the history of everything you've done.
Yeah.
I love these pictures, though. My
Yeah.
God. Look at this. So much history.
This guy, for the Christmas party in Goa, he bought these walk-on water boots.
Oh, no way.
So everybody's tripping out. And there's this guy coming across the water, walking on the water in his pink suit.
Oh, my God. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. So cool. I love it. That is awesome. Well, I know you've got a busy schedule. You're always well loved, and everyone loves coming by and seeing you. But I just want to come by and say hi, and we'll see each other again in Berlin. But thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you very much for dropping by. I love you. I love everybody. And stay high.